Oh, champ. Run up these likes, run up these likes. Listen, man. So, news is out, man. Freaky Zeke got on Instagram, which is Camron's cousin, if you don't know. And he said that, look, if you go to the Your Welcome Network, which is owned by Camron, you will see footage of Dame Dash trying to issue the fade, a one-on-one with Jim Jones. But Jim Jones tries to jump Dame Dash because Dame Dash wanted to shoot the fade with Jimmy. Jimmy apparently was trying to jump Dame Dash because Dame Dash wanted to fight him. So Jimmy didn't want to fight Dame Dash. This actually exposes Jimmy for not having hands. Well, some of y'all might know that Dame Dash got hands, gang. Dame Dash can box. So this is why Jim Jones probably didn't want to fight him and tried to jump him, but we're going to run the clip. Smash the like, share the video. Let's run the clip.
They do. You know, you never did nothing, nigga. You ain't no gang.
They do. That's right.
You're an entertainer.
They the gang
You're a
bangers,
tough
nigga.
rapper.
No, you soft, gang. You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga.
You get the
You
film.
soft, nigga.
You get the
This ain't
film.
1989.
You get the film. You ain't never somebody fuck me up. I ain't never
Don't
ran
fuck
from
him up,
nobody.
Vlad. Fuck him up. You know the cigarette. You know the cigarette. Fuck him up.
No cigarette. Go ahead. Fuck me up.
Give me the glass.
Fuck me up.
Move, Chrissy. Chrissy, move, Chrissy.
Hell no! Come on, y'all. Baby, please, you can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't. No.
Go inside and do
You
something,
never
man.
sit me down enough.
Come on, guys, please. Let's just talk this off as a fucked up day.
Ain't no fucked up down. Yeah, he came down his house to try to disrespect me. And now he gotta eat that when he's not mad. You gonna remember this shit when you're not mad? I bet you do.
Fuck about it.
Your friends are ashamed of you right now.
Dame is not soft, champ. Dame was trying to give Jimmy hands, and Jimmy was trying to jump Dame Dash because Dame was about to give him hands, and apparently Jimmy ain't want to get embarrassed by Dame Dash. Let's get to some comments, man. Eric Roper says, bro, this is the worst. Jomo calling anyone soft when he's Mr. Charmin with Hallow. What a P Jomo is. Dame goofy as F, but now I have mad respect for Dame. Old man Dame was ready. Cole. Dame was ready. Dame is not who you're. Dame was ready for wreck. Jimmy was trying to jump Dame Dash because he was about to give him wreck. Tweezo Buckley says Dame wanted to fade and Jimmy didn't want to because Dame would have put beats on him. I told y'all, Dame knows how to box, champ. Jimmy doesn't. Jimmy doesn't know how to box. And there's been stories that we know of people who put hands on Jimmy. Some of these names I can't remember, but somebody definitely put hands on Jimmy. I'm gonna find out who it was in a second. Mendices, that's what Mendices, I think. Was it? It was somebody, man. Dame standing up, fake as F Chomo. How can he say the word soft to anyone? I don't know, champ. I don't know, champ, but this is looking crazy, man. This is looking bad. Dame was ready for smoke, and Jimmy was trying to get him jumped because Dame was trying to shoot the fed. Dame was talking crazy. He said, you are a tough rapper. You not no real gangster. Oh, champ.
No, they're not.
They telling you to go swing on your old
These
shit.
niggas don't care about you at all,
They
gang.
should care about
don't
the way
give a
you
fuck
act.
about
They're
you, gang.
shaming
Trust
you.
me, they don't care about you,
I see that
nigga.
now.
They care about what I do, nigga. Remember that, nigga.
We ain't doing that. Let's not do it. We doing it. Let's get it over. I ain't got all
This
day.
is what Dame is saying.
Let me do what I need to do. I ain't got all day today. Let me take a beat down. Let me take it. I'm gonna look good while I can. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready.
You hear Dame yelling. He's saying, let's go. Yeah, Mendici put hands on Jimmy. It's a fact. People in the past who have had hands have put hands on Jim Jones. Facts. This will only be the second time. If him and Dame are in the fade, Dame might sleep Jim because Dame knows how to box. You dig? Shorty Nick says, yeah, Mendici's beat him up. That white boy had him screaming for security at the airport too. Don't forget what happened to Jim Jones and them out there in Boston. They got violated by some Puerto Rican niggas. Some Puerto Rican niggas put hands and feet on Jomo, champ. Do you remember? Yeah, they went to Boston and got the beats too, champ. He went to Boston acting up. The Puerto Rican niggas got busy. Oh, champ. They got busy. Oh, champ. Tweet so Buckley Chrissy knew Dame was gonna whip her old wine. but guess what? Jimmy calling for the troops. He said, I gotta call the Goonies to help me out because Dame can fight. I don't want another Mendices type situation. You gotta remember what happened with Mendices and Jomo, champ. Jimmy has been having a very awful week, by the way. Jimmy has been having a very awful week. Mont Dog Beat says, don't forget Rucker Parks with Junior Mafia. The Rucker Parks situation, I will say Jimmy did try to fight back, but Camron actually ran. Camron got out of Dodge. Jimmy was actually trying to scrap. I give him that. But here, it doesn't look like he wanted that smoke with Dame, but that's why he calling for his guys to try to jump Dame Dash. You dig? And apparently this happened very recent. This is not very old footage. This footage is very recent. I'm going to assume it was last year or the year before. The Pookie and Ray Ray show says this is embarrassing. These old ass men are close to being senior citizens and still behaving like adolescents. Hey, listen, champ, I'm going to be real with you. I don't believe in, fighting being immature. You could fight at any age. Hey, you can get it in if you're 88, champ. I don't think there's an elder age of not putting hands on people, because the second thing to putting hands after putting hands on people is actually blicking people. So it's either, we're gonna shoot the fair or somebody's gonna get clapped. So which one do you want to choose? You ain't never too old to get down. I'm just saying, you're never too old to get busy. If you got them, use them. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't fighting. They about to clap things. They about to let it fly. It's about to be a bunch of fireworks. You dig? Oh, champ. T-Real City says, man, DC's chased Jimmy. I don't think he got touched. He hit under the car. Yeah. Jim Jones hid under a car when Mendices was trying to violate. Facts. But that's nasty. Why are you hiding from another grown man? So another grown man made you hide under a car with no weapon? Nasty work. But don't forget, Jim Jones said he's seen true life in them, and he said the police is right there. And he said, yeah, do something. The police is right here. Jimmy do sucker things, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's hard for me to ever defend Jim Jones. And again, I was never a real Jim Jones fan. I acknowledge him for his, things he did for fashion. And sometimes he raps good, but I'm not a Jim Jones type of guy, bro. Jim Jones always came off as some type of cornball tryhard, even when I was a teenager, because I've seen this guy since the very beginning. You feel me? So I couldn't be a Jim Jones guy, because Jim Jones embarrasses himself a lot, like here, where he's clearly being offered the one-on-one from Dame Dash, and Dame Dash is pressing Jim Jones, calling him all types of sauce, all types of not gangster, you just a tough rapper. And Jimmy is trying to get his guys to back him up and jump Dame Dash. So you're going to jump him instead of shooting the fair? Nasty work. But let's continue, gang. Nasty work. Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing?
I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere till y'all go. Get off my block then.
You can't do nothing.
Get off my block then. I can do.
You can't do nothing with these niggas.
See, Jimmy's a cornball. If you listening, right? He's telling Jimmy to let's go. Jimmy's saying you can't do nothing with these niggas. Why are you not shooting it with him? He's the one calling your bluff. But Dame is there saying, yo, let's do it. Jimmy's saying you can't do nothing with these niggas. What you mean? Why are they the ones doing your dirty work? He called you out for the fade, eh? He said he want to shoot it with you, but no. Now you trying to brag about the niggas you got that's going to do something to Dame Dash. That's nasty work. I'm just going to be honest about the situation, gang. Tweezo Buckley says, facts. You were never too old to be fighting. Only a sucker would say you too old to be fighting. Scared to fight and lose is what is true. Listen, fight back. You remember, bro? You remember, bro, who was in that little documentary they did, and he was Crip for like one day. He got jumped into the Crips out there in Brooklyn, and they said fight back while he was getting jumped onto the set. Yeah, you gotta fight back, Chin. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes, man. Yeah, you try to jump him onto the Crip set out there in Brooklyn. That was a Vice. It was like a little Vice documentary, what have you. Bros trying to get into the Crips and all that. They beat fire out that nigga. They beat absolute fire out that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You dig? Nasty work. Nigga ducking the fade so those other mans could get it in. It's nasty. Dawu says Fifth going to have a time with that video. Petty Fifth about to go crazy. Oh yeah, you know Fifth is gonna go crazy. Fifth will be speaking on this soon. You already know. Cody Nick says, damn, to duck a fade one in front of your wife is crazy. Yes. You ducking the fade in front of your girl. Matter of fact, his girl told him not to do it because she knew that Dame was going to sleep him. Facts. Chrissy knew that Dame was going to sleep Jim. That's why she got in the middle. You got to remember, Chrissy used to be with Alpo. Chrissy knows about Dame. Chrissy was around since the 80s, gang. She used to be with Alpo Martinez, nigga. She knows about Dame's hands. She knows that Dame would sleep Jimmy. Facts. It's crazy, bro. Dawu says, Dame said, I will take my ass up and I'm not going nowhere. Jomo is P. Facts. Yeah. He ready for wreck, bro. He is ready to get busy. You calling up your troops is nasty work. Why you calling the troops for Dame Dash? Bro, I was a 50-plus-year-old man. Got you calling the troops. My dog B says, was the camera person scared to be seen recording because that sideways camera action ain't it? I don't know. I don't even know who was there. Nigga, that could have been anybody. Raymond says, Jomo going outside, ducking phase ain't gangster. That ain't gangster. You gotta stop all that non-trade nonsense then. All that 93 gang, I'm non-trade Billy badass nonsense gotta stop, gang. It gotta stop. All that blood talk gotta go because you ain't doing blood things. Because if you was really on timing, you would have gave him his issue, but you didn't. You would have gave him his issue. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. Tweeso says, shout out to the old heads who still be putting their hands and feet on suckers who talk crazy to him. Dame wanting a fade over wanting to grab. Dame ain't scared, nigga. Listen, I know Dame. Sometimes Dame does a lot of dumb things. Let's be honest. Dame Dash does a lot of stupid things. A lot of the time. We've seen Dame do a lot of foolishness, but Dame is not scared, champ. Dame is not scared. You feel me? He's not scared, bro. Jimmy don't want to shoot the fade with nobody. I think that Mendici situation brought up his PTSD. That nigga hit under a whip, bro. So, nigga Mendici's try to fight you, and you hiding under a goddamn car. It's out of pocket, bro. How was this man supposed to be big blood? And this is what he's doing, champ. That's nasty work. You are not repping the set in the right way. You ain't repping the set in proper fashion. I'm sorry, not sorry. Why are you ducking smoke, champ? How are you non-trade on any blood member for that matter? And you hiding under whips because the niggas got hands. It's crazy. Yo, listen. All is fair in war. If you wanted to pick up a stick and crack Dame with it, you could have did that. I ain't gonna lie. At the end of the day, listen, ain't no rules in the street. Some would argue, hey, maybe Jim used his trump cards here. But really though, y'all niggas could have just ran it. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all could have just ran it. Like, y'all could have shot the 5 and all that. Y'all could have ran it, bro. But no, you ain't trying to do that. You want to have your mans do the dirty work. I ain't gonna hold you. If you had a stick in your hand, you could have slapped Dame with it. And it would have been alright. I ain't gonna lie.
They do. That's right. You're entertainment. They the gang bangers, nigga. You soft, gang. You soft, nigga.
How you gonna tell a nigga who's saying to run it that he soft, but you got your hooligans is with you, your henchmen is with you, so now he's soft. Okay.
You soft, nigga. You soft, nigga. You get the same 1989. You get the film. You ain't never fuck me up. You ain't never fuck with nobody. No. Cigarette. Fuck me up. Give me the glass.
He's directing his mans to violate game. Nasty word. Tweezo says fighting one-on-ones distinguish men from squares/suckers. Peep the ones who don't want fades when they talk crazy like a baby mama and say someone is too old to be fighting. You're never too old to fight. You're never too old to shoot it, ever. You're never too old. That's nonsense. Get some blood in your mouth, champ. Get active. You should never be scared to shoot a one-on-one, champ. First of all, let's be honest. For those of us that have been in many fights, we know that a fight ain't gonna last no longer than 30 seconds, if that. Nigga, the fight ain't gonna last too long, nigga. This ain't a boxing match. You know, a boxing round is like 2 minutes. Nigga. In a street fight, a regular setting, champ, that ain't gonna last no more than 30 seconds. Somebody gonna hit that ground, champ, or something. Very rarely is it going past 30 seconds, champ. Because usually, if you're fighting somebody, there's a high chance that they're not accustomed to fighting. There's a high chance that they're gonna get winded. Them niggas is not gonna go the distance, champ. You gotta be trained to go the distance. You gotta have that type of stamina to go the distance. You gotta have breath control to go the distance. Everybody ain't doing that. The average person ain't. This nigga scared. This is Jim Jones that's actively working out on a regular basis. But don't think because niggas work out that it means that they can fight. But I'm just saying, Jim, if you the nigga who's doing all these workouts and all that, why you can't shoot the fade with Dame Dash, who clearly ain't working out, nigga? What are we talking about? Jimmy's having a nasty week. This is a fact. His week has been disgusting. Like, really, bro? Cleon says, first off, Jim Jomo did not do ish on his bloods. What? You gotta speak English, gang. I'm sorry. Sorry, champ. That's a typo. You gotta fix that. You did. Tweezo says, I done lost some and won some, but ain't never turned one down. That's cool, champ. That's good. But Jimmy looks crazy right now. Uncle Dust says most people lose their breath because that adrenaline rush can exhaust you if you don't pace yourself. That's a fact. You just in the moment. You know what I'm saying? The adrenaline rush is too much. They ain't pacing. They just trying to swing with everything they got. They going tire themselves by throwing haymakers for no reason. They're gonna be tired out. They're gonna be done, man. You out here trying to knock his head off with a bunch of haymakers. Not regular jabs, but just haymakers. You know what I'm saying? Raymond Granderson says 2 minutes maximum in a street fight. Somebody getting KO'd. And most street fights ain't even going that long. And majority of street fights ain't going in 2 minutes. You dig? But this is nasty. Because again, this proves that Jimmy is not as gangster as he's claiming to be. It looks crazy, right? It looks wild. You know what I'm saying? Run up these likes, man. Like, share the video. Like, come on, bro. Like, when are they gonna mention this? I hope they mention this on their podcast. I hope they mention this on Let's Rap About It. You know what I'm saying? I hope they mention this, because this is crazy, bro. This looks wild. Come on, bro. This is nasty work.
Move, Chrissy. Chrissy, move, Chrissy.
Hell no. Come on, y'all. Baby, please, you can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen. You can't. No.
Bazaar says, if he don't want to fight Dame, then he definitely don't want to fight 50. He better not fight 50. 50 used to do Golden Gloves. Niggas is not trying to. First of all, let's be very clear. As crazy and as weird as people are who think that 50's scared, ain't none of them niggas trying to fight Fifth, bro. Nobody's trying to fight Fifth. Fifth used to be Golden Gloves for a reason. And if you know about things that Fifth did, niggas is not trying to fight 50 Cent, bro. Jimmy for damn sure does not want to fight Fifth. It ain't happening. Salute to Biggie in the chat. Like, bro, let's be real. Let's just be real about the situation, nigga. You gotta be realistic. You dig? Gotta be realistic. Yeah, Jimmy's out here. Wow, how old is this video? This is an old video. How old is this video?
Go inside and do something.
You never see me down tonight.
Come on, guys, please. Listen. Fucked up day.
Ain't no fucked up down. Yeah, he can't die out his house to try to disrespect me.
So let's be very clear. I don't even think Jim has his braids here, which means this is definitely at least, I don't know how old. Which means, you know, Jimmy's not as old as he is, and Dame is not that old either, for that matter. You dig? My dude B says 50 beat dudes up in the street. That is a fact. That is a fact. Chomo says Chomo ain't gonna ask for no real fade with Zeke, but he gonna ask Cam for one. Cam said that Freaky Zeke was the toughest nigga in Dipset. Zeke told the nigga he soft. No, Jimmy told Freaky Zeke he was soft. Freaky Zeke is the one who announced this video. You dig? Eric Roper says 50's like 6'1", 250, 260 in skill. He not 250 or 260 no more. He's definitely lost a significant amount of weight. He's probably around 220 these days. Probably. He definitely not 250 or 260 now, right now. Beautiful Bev says, yes, I was gonna say, ain't it cold in NYC right now? Dame got on shorts. Yeah, this is like summer or springtime from whenever, again, whenever this fight happened. It was definitely in the 2010s for damn sure, somewhere. 2017-ish, 2015-ish, somewhere around them times. This video got to be close to a decade old, but it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is nobody's seen this footage yet. The point is this footage is new to the public. That's the point. This footage has not yet been seen to the public till today. Camron drops the video on the You're Welcome. What's that? What's the name of that channel? You're Welcome Network. Camron dropped the video, so there's more videos. Apparently, Camron also has the video of Jimmy chasing his landlord over the heating situation at the podcast building. There's apparently videos of that too. You dig? Nasty word. Bazaar says you gotta know how to fight when you as disrespectful as he is, though. I mean, yeah, you gotta have hands, but you also gotta have people that can also protect you too at the same time. Mon says no, 50's still big. He just not as cut. Saw him in Louisiana last year. He lost weight though. He's definitely lost weight, bro. You dig? He definitely lost weight though. We got the same fat bozo that keeps coming in the chat. Like, damn, champ. How about you get me a drink? Oh, listen, as much effort as you put in to beg for my attention, how about you get me a drink, man? You want my attention? Go put some ice in a drink and give me a drink, champ. Go to the store and get me something to drink, champ. You're always here. You're always here to let me know your hatred for 50 Cent. Why don't you tell 50 Cent he's a go to 50, tell 50 he's a rat so his security can put you in the hospital, champ? Why are you telling me what you think about Fifth. I'm not Fifth spokesperson. I don't know 50. Me and 50 from the same hood, but I don't know Fifth, and Fifth don't know me. Why are you telling me about what 50 is? Go tell Fifth. Don't tell me. Go harass 50's inbox so you can speak to yourself. Don't tell me about what you think about Fifth, because I don't really care what you think, champ. I'll be honest. You think whatever you want. But get me a drink if you want my attention. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know who the hell you are, to be honest, but I'm thirsty, champ. Go get me a beverage. Be useful. If you're going to be here, at least be useful. You feel me? Cleon, because I think Papoose would fight 50, but he will lose, though. He probably would. Papoose would fight. He might not win, but he'll fight, though. Papoose has a track record of knocking rappers out. He already punched, he punched Fat Joe in his, he already did what he did to Fat Joe, and we know why. And Fat Joe tried to paint a bunch of different stories after Papoose punched him in his shit. So I changed the stories up a lot. But you know, it is what it is. He also says Freaky Zeke is crazy as F. He will slap the ish out of Jomo. Yeah, Freaky would definitely try to violate Jomo. That's a fact. Freaky would crash on Jomo. Now, again, Jim Jones is still mad because there's video of him chasing the landlord. The Asian landlord that turned the heat off. There's supposed to be a video of him that 50 and Camron seen. He's chasing the landlord around the car because the landlord turned the heat off because Jimmy ain't paid a heat bill. So Jimmy gonna look crazy all January long. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's gonna get crazy. Bazar says, I think Pat might have a shot if he tries to box in a ring setting in a street fight. 50 probably got it. Well, 50's more conditioned than Papoose. Is Papoose in the gym? He might just be a knockout artist that just catches niggas off guard and just hits them with a one-hitter quitter. He might be that type of fighter, Jim. He just catches you off guard like, nah, this wasn't a fight that you intended on having, but I will be knocking you out on the sneak, though. Marky Monk says it's old, but the video just came out with Freak. Yeah, I seen it already. I seen Freaky Zeke announce it. Freaky Zeke said it's on the You're Welcome network, and that's where I went to find the video. And Freaky posted this because, once again, Freaky knows that Jimmy told him the other day that he was soft. Jimmy told Freaky Zeke he was soft when he was arguing with Camron on Instagram. So now they dropped this video. Apparently there's a bunch of videos of Jimmy looking crazy, and he looks crazy here. This video would only prove that Jimmy is not who he claims to be as far as a grown man and a gangster is concerned, because if you really gangster, you wouldn't be doing that, bro. If you really gangster, you would not do these types of things. This is not what gangsters do. Gangsters get active, bro. You know? Gangsters get active. Beautiful Bev says, what is Mano gonna say about this? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You heard? God damn, Jimmy, you're looking crazy all January long, champ. So the heat is off. You got a cold warehouse. There's a lot going on here. Jimmy got a cold warehouse, the studio cold, niggas eating cold food and serving cold food. Like, what's going on here, man? How can you eat candy yams at 23 degrees Celsius, nigga? Not even Fahrenheit. Niggas eating below zero chicken and yams, nigga. A lot of things is wrong here. Now, you're being seen low-key running away from the one-on-one with Dame Dash. Dame Dash got you calling the troops his nasty word. Come on, man. What are we doing? Dust says, I'm not gangster and I ain't turning down the fade. I'm a man first. Yo, listen. Shooting that one-on-one is a man thing to do. Shooting the one-on-one is a man thing to do. By the way, just so y'all aware. Hope y'all know that.
And now he gotta eat that when he's not mad. You gonna remember that shit when you're mad. I bet you do. Fuck about it. Your friends are ashamed of you right now. Your friends are ashamed of you right now.
No, they're not.
They telling you to go swing on your old
These
shit.
niggas don't care about you at all,
They
gang.
care about the way you act. They're ashamed of
Trust
you.
me, they don't care about you, nigga. They care about what I do, nigga. Remember that, nigga.
If we ain't doing that, let's not do it. If we doing it, let's get it over. I ain't got no next.
Exactly. We're not.
Let me do what I need to do.
We're not.
Man, Chrissy trying to back down, goddamn. You got Chrissy trying to stop Dame from putting hands and feet on goddamn Jimmy. Then you got goddamn Chrissy right there trying to stop Dame from putting hands on Jimmy, because apparently Jimmy ain't the best fighter in the world, champ. The only time we seen Jimmy do something crazy was to some senior citizens at the airport down there in Florida, gang. Yeah, the nigga Jimmy gave somebody like a fisherman suplex down the escalator because some old man got crazy. Like, come on, Jimmy, you're not getting no points for violating a senior citizen at the airport. We need to see you put in work on another gangster nigga. Nah, we want to see you violate somebody like True Life or something. You gotta get crazy with a gangster nigga, man. You can't be gangster and you ain't do nothing crazy to nobody outside, champ. Nigga beat up a goddamn angry, disgruntled civilian, nigga. How you fisherman suplex Mr. Rogers down the escalator, nigga? That's what you did, champ. The toughest thing you did was give Mr. Rogers the fisherman suplex down the goddamn escalator at the airport, champ. What about the gangster niggas, man? We need to see you put hands on some real rights, champ. Yeah, you gotta do them crazy. You can't just do an old man crazy, man. This nigga goddamn old as hell. Dig? Come on, champ. Oh, champ, nigga. Jimmy almost got the Beats by Dame, nigga. You got Beats by Dre. Apparently, I didn't know Dame Dash had a pair of headphones called Beats by Dame, nigga. Did you know that, champ? Beats by Dame was available, nigga. Did you know that? I didn't. I never knew. Oh, champ. Run up these likes. Run up these likes. The Beats by Dame headphones never got worn by Jim Jones. Good for him. Oh, champ. See, he ain't want no wreck. He's trying to get Dame jumped because he know Dame could fight. Mont says, Chrissy trying to talk Dame down, giving vibes like she used to mess with him too. Baby, your man over there talk him down. Oh, that's a fact. But you know she used to get around, champ. She was with Alpo, nigga. How you gonna trust a shorty that was with Alpo? You know what I'm saying? She was with Poe, nigga. That's not a good look. I'm sorry, not sorry. Of course, champ. You never know. Monkey Monk says Dame is gold gloves too. I know, champ. I said it. I know he was golden glove. I know, champ. I'm very aware. If I was Chrissy trying to talk down Dame and all. Bazon says, nah, that's a fact. Working out don't mean you got hands. Some people do it. Wait, some people do it. To deter people from wanting smoke. Yeah. You could do that. Some people will assume just because you got big muscles that you could run it, but that's not necessarily a fact. Now, if you can do both, then that's good, champ. If you can scrap and you know, you ripped, you shredded and all that, that's amazing. That's good. But not everybody that's shredded and ripped could fight too. You got some muscle-bound people who just muscle-bound with no quickness, no type of strategy in a fight. The most they can do is body slam you if they get you in a good hold. That's about it, champ. They might be able to treat you like a weight. If you let that muscle-bound Negro get a hold of you, champ, you might just turn into a goddamn weight. I ain't gonna lie. The last thing you want is for somebody with ginormous muscles to put you in a goddamn headlock or what have you. That's not what you want, champ. That's not what you want. You don't want to end up in that type of situation, champ. You heard? Oh, man. Yeah, man. So Dame Dash was close. Was close. But apparently Jimmy got him jumped. Apparently is what they trying to say. Jimmy put his henchman on Dame. Allegedly, champ. Oh, champ. Yeah, this is crazy, man. And yeah.
Let me take a beat down, let me take it. I'm gonna look good while I can. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere till y'all go. Get off my block then.
You can't do nothing.
Get off my block then. I can do.
You can't do nothing with these niggas.
Buster Joe says your title's misleading. Dame didn't get jumped. Could have said Jim Jones was scared to fight. You don't tell me what type of title to make, and your name is Buster for a reason, because that's what you are. Actually, he was trying to get him jumped. Actually, because that's what Freaky Zeke said in this video. Jim Jones is trying to get Dame Dash jumped. So how is my title misleading? You can hear Jim Jones saying and directing his people to violate Dame Dash. So how is my title misleading? I would like to know how that makes it misleading. If you didn't see the video, if you didn't hear what you heard, and how is the title misleading? Go get me a drink, bro. Go get me a drink. I'm thirsty. See, you're wasting time. You coming in the comments to try to correct me when you don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Nigga, go get me a drink. Mom says, apparently you missed the question mark in the top. Yo, salute to Mom, man. He understands. I'm glad there's people who have common sense, champ, who can actually read. Niggas swear they understand this shit. They don't. Niggas swear they understand this shit. They don't read. They can't read. They don't even have a GED. There's a reason for that. DJ Ken says, this doesn't make Jim look real at all. This was pointless. I mean, Jim never looked real to begin with. I'll be honest. I mean, he's been looking bad all week, all year long. 2026 started out bad for Jim Jones already. Jimmy should have. This could have all been avoided had he not did that weak ass freestyle with Fabulous in them. Had they not did that very mid freestyle, almost 50 Cent beats, this could have all been avoided. Correct? I agree. Had it not happened, had niggas not try to come at fifth, this could have all been avoided. But no, niggas want to poke the bear. Niggas want to stay poking the bear. Really, this started. If Jimmy never said nothing about the documentary on Diddy, this could have all been avoided. But no, poke the bear. This is basically a cause and effect from quite a few weeks of different types of situations. This all led up to this. Now Jimmy trying to fight with Camron after fighting with 50. Oh, Jimmy is mad that Camron is laughing at Jim Jones because 50 is cooking him. Right? You should have expected this. Fabulous is wearing a ski mask over a shiesty mask while serving food inside with gloves on and a jacket on top. Fabulous is cold. Mano is cold. Dave East, don't know where he was at, but apparently he was cold too, nigga, inside the building. What are we talking about? Oh, champ. Buster Joe says, I wasn't being smart. I was just saying, homie, your title lying. No, you're an idiot. You're not smart. You can't read. Apparently you don't understand symbols. That's what I'm telling you. You don't understand what you're reading. Oh, champ, you're lying. I'm lying. Nigga, give me a drink. I'm thirsty, nigga. Hey, Buster Joe, go be a good buster and get me a goddamn drink, nigga. I need a drink. I'm thirsty, nigga. Okay? Do that. Give me something to drink, nigga. I need something to drink. Niggas got all this to say, like, what are you talking about? Talk about I'm lying. You didn't watch the video. You're a bozo. The hell are you talking about? PV ball player Bob says, my bad. What up, Showface? What's good? Salute. 24 says, I don't know. Fifth could be biting off more than he can chew. Nigga, please. Nigga, please stop it. Shaquana says that's why he be saying we outside. Yeah. He outside because he got the goons around him, champ. Niggas be used sometimes, let's be real. People use the gang stuff because they scared to be by themselves, nigga. There's a lot of niggas who rep these gangs who's not really about that life. They just in the gang because they got niggas to back them. You feel me? They just got that because they got niggas to back them. Crazy, man. BPV says, why you cut the locks, champ? Why you worried about the mayor's hair? You gotta, I'm gonna see you tomorrow, gang. I ain't gonna lie. If you ain't a female, don't ask these questions. If you ain't a female, don't ask these questions. Buster Joe, get me a drink. Get me a goddamn drink. Who else gotta go? We ain't doing this corny shit. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Bounce. If you're not gonna get me a drink, then get the hell out of here, nigga. The hell's wrong with y'all, man? Why did you cut your locks? You're moot. Don't worry about what I do with my goddamn hair, nigga. That's weird, nigga. What type of time y'all be on, man? What type of time do y'all be? Are y'all okay, bro? Is there too much soy in your soda, gang? Like, is your soda very soy infused or what? Only women ask me that. Nigga gonna ask me, why'd you cut the locks? You're mook. Don't ask me that, bro. Mayor, why did you lose weight? Like, nigga, what? Pause, nigga. You gotta, all the mook action gotta go, nigga. I would ask you to get me a drink, but I'm afraid you're gonna Bill Cosby my drink because you're mook. So don't get me a drink. For you, don't get me a drink because you're gonna Bill Cosby the drink, and we don't need that. Listen, don't get me a drink because I don't trust you, champ. He gonna put a Mickey that don't end in mouse in that drink, champ. He gonna slip a Mickey in that drink that doesn't end in mouse. So we gonna avoid him getting me a drink at all costs. You heard? We don't trust you, champ. Nigga talk about the mayor's locks and do it. Clearly I don't got them no more. It's been months, champ. Why are you worried about my hair, bro? Why are you worried about my goddamn hair, huh, champ? The nerve of these niggas is weird, man. Oh, champ. Yeah, you ask me, if you ask me a crazy question, I'm gonna have to take action, champ. You ask me something too crazy, yeah, the man gonna have to take action, because what the hell's going on, gang? Oh, champ. Yeah, y'all wildin', man. I don't understand. Sometimes I just don't get it. Like, yo, are y'all okay, bro? This doesn't look like it. It's getting weird, man. Listen, the maid just trying to give y'all some content. Niggas always complaining or saying something stupid that's irrelevant, bro. Like, yo, focus on the damn content, nigga. You worry about the wrong things. Niggas always worry about something that don't got nothing to do with the goddamn video, bro. Mayor, what do your pants look like? Yeah, you definitely out of here. I wonder what color your pants are. I wonder how mook you are. I think you're in the wrong part of YouTube, bro. There's another algorithm. There's an algorithm for you. It just isn't here, bro. Feel me? That nigga is weird, bro. You know how to ruin the goddamn fun. You heard? Yeah, that nigga's on different type timing, nigga. Whatever's in that Pepsi. There's some soy in that Pepsi, nigga. There's too much estrogen in that goddamn Pepsi. Drew says too many mooks out here. Yeah, it's too many. I don't know what's going on, man. You dig? That says, dude, I enjoyed watching you when you had locks, man. That's mook. That's mook. That niggas is mook. Ain't listen. For those of y'all that stealing the mayor's lingo and stealing Stino's lingo, we see y'all, man. Stop trying to steal swag, nigga. Stop trying to steal people's lingo and not giving kudos, you weird niggas. Y'all weird too. Y'all weird too. 24 says Showface spitting fire content on the beef with Jim and Fifth and getting asked about his head. I don't understand, bro. Yeah, send them boys to the village. They belong there. But they belong in the village right there. Send them to the YMCA, aka the village. Send them there. This YMCA is not a gym, by the way. The YMCA we about to send you to is not a gym, by the way. Let's just be very clear. They stealing swag, bro. They stealing swag, bro. Monkey Monk says they thought Jim was blowing cold out that blunt. Yo, bro. He was definitely blowing cold out that blunt because it wouldn't light. He was pretending the blunt was lit. Whole time he just blowing regular cold air because it's that cold in it. So he has to pretend he's actually smoking something because it's that cold. He had to pretend that he was smoking something. Bro said, blunt ain't even lit. And he went like, that's just the cold air that's inside the building, nigga. That ain't even no bug, gang. You heard? That ain't even no bug, gang. Dutch said the nigga asked. Dutch said he watched while he was taking a bubble bath. Hey yo, imagine being a grown man taking a bubble bath and ain't no shorty in there. That's a move. Nigga had the candles lit. His feet was exposed. Everything was wet except for the nigga's feet. That nigga's move, bro. You took a bubble bath and had well-scented candles around you, champ. While you was watching the maid, your move. Yeah, you wildin'. Listen, man. Nigga said he had a rubber ducky in there. Hey, listen, if the nigga got a rubber ducky in there, he might be a Geppetto. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, you went from Mook to a goddamn Geppetto. Nigga, what you want a goddamn rubber duck? Nigga, type time you want, gang. Man, grown ass man got a rubber duck and bubbles, nigga. That nigga's a certified Geppetto, nigga. Type time you want, nigga. Nigga got toys in the bath like a kid, nigga. Remember when you was a small kid, you had toys in the bathtub? This nigga got different type of toys in that bathtub, gang. Oh, chan. Waterproof vibration, pause. Nigga got waterproof vibration, pause, nigga. Oh, chan. Hey, look. Hey, yo, listen. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all share the video. Let the man know how y'all feel about this madness in the comment section, okay? Smash the like, share the video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Join the mains Discord. Link is in the description. It's gonna be in the chat too. The link is gonna be in the chat as well. So make sure you join up on the Discord. It's a fire Discord gang. All right, but one more thing before we get all the way up out of here. You ready, gang? It's the mayor, the one and only New York Mayor F. Mom Donnie, and you rocking with the town favorite Showface News. This big guy from you already know the town versus everybody at all times. I'm up out of here, gang. Salute.